I never believed in ghosts. Not really. Working as a mortician for over a decade, I've seen my fair share of death, but never anything that made me question reality, until that night. It started with a call at 2:37 a.m. My phone buzzed against the wooden nightstand, its glow cutting through the darkness. Groggy, I answered. "Hello." Static, then a voice, barely above a whisper. "Help me." I sat up, fully awake. The voice was weak, trembling, like someone barely clinging to life. But something was off. "Who is this?" I asked, heart hammering. A ragged breath. Then, clearer this time. "I think I'm still in here." A chill ran down my spine. The line went dead. At first, I thought it was a prank. But then I saw the number. It was from a funeral home. The landline. The landline that only I had access to. The one inside the embalming room. I drove to the funeral home, hands gripping the wheel so tight my knuckles turned white. The building loomed in the dark, its windows like hollow eyes watching my every move. I hesitated before unlocking the door. Inside, everything was as I'd left it. No sign of forced entry, no misplaced tools, just the quiet hum of the refrigeration units. Then I saw it. The phone on the wall was off the hook. I swallowed hard, telling myself I must have forgotten to hang it up earlier. That had to be it. But then, something else caught my eye. A body, the one we'd received that evening. A young man, mid-20s, died in a car accident. His injuries were severe, but the coroner had already signed off. No chance of survival. His body was prepped for embalming. But now, standing there, I felt an overwhelming sense of wrongness. I stepped closer. His face was covered with a white sheet, but as I reached to uncover it, a breath, shallow, almost imperceptible. I froze. My mind screamed that it wasn't possible. I had seen the death certificate, checked for rigor mortis. The paramedics had confirmed it. Yet, another breath, a slow, rattling inhale. I stumbled back, knocking over a tray of tools. The clatter shattered the silence, but the body didn't move. I had to be imagining it. Sleep deprivation, stress, something rational. But then, beneath the sheet, something twitched. Fingers. My pulse roared in my ears as I forced myself to pull the sheet down. His eyes. They were open, bloodshot, unseeing. Yet I could swear he was looking at me. Then his lips parted. "I told you. I think I'm still in here." I stumbled backward, my breath caught in my throat. His voice. It was the same one from the call. But how? The body on the table should have been lifeless. Cold. Still. Instead, his chest rose in shallow, uneven breaths. His fingers twitched slightly, like something inside was trying to move, try to escape. Then his lips parted again. "Don't let them take me." The words were slow, strained, as if dragged from the depths of something far beyond my understanding. Every rational part of my brain screamed that this was impossible, that a body marked deceased couldn't speak, couldn't breathe. But here he was. I grabbed my phone, my shaking hand struggling to dial 911. Before I could press the call button, the lights flickered, and then the body sat up. A guttural, wheezing sound escaped from his throat, his eyes rolling wildly. I bolted for the door, my breath ragged, my mind fighting to process what I had just seen. But just as I reached the exit, the door slammed shut. I twisted the handle, pulling with everything I had, but it wouldn't budge. Behind me, the wheezing turned into a slow, unnatural laugh. They buried me too soon. I turned around, my heart slamming against my ribs. The man was staring at me now, his head tilting at an unnatural angle. His skin had the pale, waxy sheen of death, but his movements were anything but lifeless. Then his mouth opened too wide, stretching beyond human limits. And from deep inside, a voice that was not his own whispered, "You've seen too much." The lights cut out. Darkness swallowed the room. I don't remember what happened next. When I came to, I was lying on the floor of the embalming room. The body, his body, was back on the table, lifeless. Still, the way it should have been. But the door was open now, and the phone, the landline, was still off the hook. A dial tone hummed softly in the silence. And just before I left the room, something made me glance down at my phone. A notification. One new voicemail. From the funeral home landline. My stomach clenched as I pressed play. The recording crackled to life. At first, just static. Then, that same rasping voice, whispering one last thing. You should have let me out. I never worked another night shift again.